So yes, this video is about Ellen. I just want to give a quick update to yesterday's video because I didn't have the ratings at the time. That was, of course, on the Emmys. Their viewership has fallen to a new low of 6.1 million, which is funny because the ratings last year were down 30% from the previous year, and now they're down, I believe it said 25% from last year. So they're down from a year that was already down. The Emmys are done. Nobody cares about these awards. Nobody cares about these celebrities. And I think that that is absolutely fantastic. And I was glad to see this. So it's a terrible day for the Emmys. So sorry, Jimmy Kimmel. So sorry. Now, on to the main topic. Ellen DeGeneres has returned. She gave a lengthy apology. And it's funny because, you know, she didn't write the apology. She didn't write it. A bunch of people wrote it for her to make sure that it was good to go. Probably a PR firm or something. And she made a lot of jokes in her apology. A lot of jokes, some at herself, some into some other things. And I knew that was going to blow up in her face, and it sure as hell did. So she came out, gave a long apology, said, hey, the be kind lady, it's probably not the best thing because then you're always going to be looked at like this. And the jokes I knew were going to be the real problem. Here's kind of a little summary of it. As you may have heard, this summer there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show, and then there was an investigation. A solemn DeGeneres told a virtual audience as the show returned to filming in studio amid the coup. I learned things happen here that never should have happened. I take that very seriously, and I want to say I'm sorry to the people who were affected. Now, what's funny is the virtual audience. So she had camera, panels in the audience. A lot of people are a lot of things are doing this. Sports are doing this. Like the NBA has monitors in the background with people. It just doesn't supplement a real audience, and I don't think anyone's ever going to think it does. The really funny thing, though, is she used a laugh track and an applause track. There's no way that that was coming from her virtual audience. So I thought that was absolutely hilarious and kind of pathetic, to be honest. And my biggest take from her apology is she came out and made it sound like she had no idea. I learned about some crazy things going on here. And it's there's just no way you didn't know. What she's doing is she's passing the buck and saying it's not her and putting it on the producers that were there, when she absolutely did know. All the people that have come out have pointed out that she knew. She's just making it about other people and trying to get everything on her off the table. It was an all right apology as far as PR standards go, but you have to understand that nothing in it was authentic. It was all fake. And no one's buying it. You go here, the only people that are giving her any praise are celebrities. They're, of course, jumping on to save her because they want to be back in Ellen's good graces. However, regular people and some of the people that got shamed by her aren't buying it. Ellen turned my trauma into a joke. Former employees and critics panned DeGeneres for her tone-deaf, disingenuous, and half-hearted monologue responding to claims she runs a toxic work environment. Several current and former employees said they felt the monologue made light of their traumatic experiences on the show. Not only did Ellen turn our traumas into a joke, she somehow managed to make this about her, one former employee told Buzzfeed. A current employee told the outlet that the remarks were merely a PR move to win back viewers rather than a sincere attempt to address the controversy. And of course, so to be fair to her, you can't, that's of course what the apology is about. She doesn't actually care about anything. She just wants to get viewers back and ratings back. She's trying to save her brand, is what that is. So, she doesn't, she's not a nice person. I think that's pretty clear from all the stuff that's come out. You can't expect a sincere apology from her. It's all about getting the viewers back and the brand strong again. Here's the Ellen DeGeneres article over at Buzzfeed. If you want to read it, this is the one that they did yesterday. I feel the Daily Mail article summed it up a much better. I don't like Buzzfeed's writing. It's not the best, but they are one of the outlets that broke a lot of the Ellen stuff, so naturally they have a lot of the sources here. So if you want to read this, I would say go check it out, but I gave you a pretty good summary from Daily Mail. It's not required reading. You can skip it, but I wanted to provide the title for the receipt if some of you did want to go take a look at it. So she was actually trending on Twitter, by the way, yesterday. That's when I started to take a look at this, but I decided to cover it today, not yesterday. I found some other stuff that I wanted to talk about first, particularly the island thing. But I want to take a look at some of the stuff that people have been saying on social media, because that's where, the show is going to survive or fail, is through regular people. And make no mistake, the people over on Twitter are definitely her audience and the people that she needs to win back. And I don't think they're coming back. Some of these, Ellen's statement was tone deaf. This doesn't seem authentic. Watching Ellen's apology monologue, actually, that's not the truth, Ellen. Ellen was accused of horrible workplace behavior by many people and decided it was cool to insert shitty jokes in her monologue. Ellen DeGeneres' monologue apology would have seemed so much more sincere without the jokes and clapping in between. And I'm pretty damn sure that clapping was a clap, like a track from an audience. I don't think I don't think you can get that sound from a virtual audience. So she was using, in my opinion, I can't prove this. In my opinion, I think she was using a laugh track, and I think she was using an audience clapping track during that monologue, and that's what she's probably going to use for the rest of the show. It's like these live shows are in a tough spot because they depend on that noise, and they're not going to get it, so they have to do it. Otherwise, other jokes fall flat because these people aren't really that funny. Not really that funny. But you can see here it kind of backfired. Her well-written apology wasn't authentic. I spotted that right away. Anybody should know that she has somebody writing for her. All these people have people writing for them. Ellen DeGeneres using her first monologue back after allegations of a toxic work environment to make jokes about how she's impatient and not a good enough actress to fake being a nice person for 18 years just grosses me the F out. And so on and so on. That's the general reaction, honestly. That captured it pretty good. I don't think this is going to go over very well for her. Now, I don't know what the ratings are. I haven't gone and dug for them. I'm going to imagine yesterday's ratings will be pretty good because a lot of people are going to tune in to see, what the apology was, how the show went. But I think as more and more people keep speaking out, as more stuff comes out, you're going to definitely see those ratings probably come down. Now, that's a prediction. It could be wrong. The ratings could go back up. But the media seems to be pushing this Kelly Clarkson show. I see a couple outlets talking about this show and saying kind of the exact same thing. Why the Kelly Clarkson show looks set to destroy Ellen's ratings. Whether or not that actually happens, I can't say, but it's interesting to watch. So another bad day for another celebrity. I'm sure it's going to keep happening. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to next week's ratings. Like I said, I want to see what happens in the long run with this show. Yesterday's ratings will be good. Let's see what happens after a couple more episodes. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. What are your thoughts? Is it over for Ellen? Also, if you would, please share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.